Kizer, the original Snowflakes XL. So this is interesting. I mean, when they first came out with the original, it was not the original XL. It was smaller, and I was okay with it. It's a pretty straightforward knife. I mean, the blade shape and all that kind of thing. Okay. I mean, I understand. And the ergos are really good, this and this and this. Now, this is a higher end thing. This is titanium done in the snowflakes pattern. And they were saying something about changing color. I would say that if you took this and maybe anodized it, then you would have that kind of flake, you know, in the right kind of light. And this is not as intense as like outdoor sunlight where it kind of really sparkles. You know what I'm saying? Um, that would be kind of interesting if you had this anodized like purple or green or blue. You would have that kind of, or even like a gold kind of color. You'd have that glitter under there. Or you can do it like this. This is the gray, the silver, okay. But that's what this is. Kind of fascinating effect, and these scales seem like pretty heavy duty. But this is a bigger dog than the original, and let me get the tape on it. But it's not huge. I mean, they go, this is the XL. Well, it just depends on which side of the street you're on, but 3¼ inches is not an XL to me. But I mean, maybe, compared to the original, yes, it is an XL. About 83 millimeter blade, 3¼ inch, and well under 8 inches overall length. It's like under 7.5. So 7 3/8 here at what, 18.6, 18.7 centimeters. Okay. So there's that. And yeah, it's smooth. It's got an interesting feel to the handle. 0.49 at 12.5. So, okay, it's not really overly fat or anything, that's for sure. And what do we got? 2.7, yeah, 2.7 at 0.1. Okay, so blade stock is, in that little bit under 3 millimeter class right there. And then, is it a knife? And yes, it is. Okay, it's got a good factory edge on it. And just remember, my friends, this time of year, there's a lot of sales going on, and Kizer's got it going on. So just wanted to remind you of their holiday stuff. And I think it goes through the end of December. So all the information is down below. Check it out on Kizer. They got a bunch of stuff going on. And don't miss the deals and the little extra promotional stuff they do. Um, let me grab this real quick. Okay, so it's not. This is not a $350 knife, by the way. It's S35VN, so it's CPM S35VN blade, 3.27-inch black blade. Okay, and there's your model number. Button lock, of course, and fascinating. Here's your stats overall. Okay, drop point, blade thickness. And I don't know. I mean, they're saying customizable splendor, whatever. Adjust the handle color to their preference. Okay. They're just talking about how the light kind of affects it, etc., etc. And of course, handle material, titanium 3D pocket clip, and 3.7 for, as far as the weight goes. And so let's also check that. But I mean, this is, pretty fidget friendly. What do we got? 107 basically as far as grams go. Let's roll it back around to ounces. Yeah, they're right. 3.7, etc. So now that we're done with the math, Interesting. Let's see. They've got a number on here. That's strange. I didn't know it was numbered. No, where did that say that? Um, okay. But there's what it is. I don't know the process of doing this. If you do chime in, I never got, I was going to DM Kizer on their Instagram and go, okay, so how do you do this effect here? Uh, and I don't know, but it's very, very smooth here. So as far as grippy goes, well, maybe not so much, but it is kind of spooky smooth, And then there's where the button sticks out, so it does go above where the surround area is. See that? So yeah, it can be disengaged. Am I getting any button stick? You know, and that's kind of a strange thing because I had talked to somebody who goes, no, they're intended to have some kind of, initial resistance and then, drop. But just so, you don't have this accidental whatever, you kind of feel, it's disengaged. Yeah, I don't know. I think it may have a little bit of occasional button, what we might call button stick. But I think over time, what's going to happen is that wears, doesn't it? And so it's going to get smoother, not more sticky as time goes. I can already feel, but okay. And then, it's got the thumb studs so you can kick it open or, middle finger flick it open. That's easy breezy. Ergos are great on this, no problem there. And you got a little cutaway here, so when you're stropping or sharpening, that's good as well. Don't know, maybe this would be nice in a big double XL or something. I don't know. And then there's no backspacer, but it's an open design. I guess easier to keep clean. You got standoffs here. And like they were saying, a 3D, pocket clip, which is titanium, but it's bent, right? So, it's always fun to look at trying to figure out what the failure rate is on trying to do that at the factory as well. I mean, that can be a thing. It can be. But no, yeah, and it comes in this box, by the way. And here there's what it says on the side, 3.25. Of course, our paperwork says 3.27, but okay. And I was saying 3. This is somewhere in there. Kizer, or no, original. Can you even read that? And then XL. Okay. There it is. And then, of course, like the Kizer boxes, and yeah, they're great. And you got a microfiber cloth in there, a little paperwork, and you got the pouch. And then, yeah, they've been doing this a lot, so you get extra hardware, which is nice. And then you get Mr. Friday Club dude there. Okay. And, of course, it comes in plastic in this kind of Velcro type pouch. So you got this, and then you have an outer slide cover here. Pretty solid box here, pretty protective and everything. So that's good. But no, it's sharp out of the box. It feels good. It's fidget friendly. It's fairly light. The ergos are really neutral on it. And I think the design is, I like this. I like the fact that they rounded this like this and this here with this little palm swell and this and that kind of coming off of here a bit, but fairly, just rectagonal, in a perfect, like geometric, and then the blade just disappears. Not too shabby. Really. And the more I mess with the original, the more I like it. It's probably not one of the most explosively sexy knives that have come out from Kizer, but obviously it's got popularity because they keep rolling it out in the Serape series and the other series, and of course in G10 and Micarta and the standard size and the XL size, and they've done it in what, frag titanium, and I mean, you know, whatever, right? So it's been through the paces. So obviously there's a response to it, and really, like I was saying, if you look at the price here, you know, 149. And then, like, I think I saw this on White Mountain Knives, and it's the same price. It's 149, but LTK is your discount code for 10% off. So if you can get, you know, another $15 off, then, you know, you're at what, $1.35. You know, that's not too shabby, is it? I mean, Kizer, it seems like they have not been trying to really kick things up and make them, you know, 300, 350, this and that. And a lot of other, you know, knife brands have, you know, I mean, you know, we knives are in the, you know, 3 plus, and a lot of the OEM knives that are from American designers or whatever are all coming in at 3 plus, and you know, that kind of thing, even into the 4s and 5s. Okay, so I mean, there's a lot of things that are being made overseas that are being, you know, designed by, you know, guys that are either just designers or maybe they're custom makers with a production line. But I mean, there's a lot of stuff. So they're trying to just like, I think they're carving out this like class where it's like half of what everybody else is charging. And these will, I mean, but Kizer will do, you know, a 3V steel or, you know, 20 CV and other things like that too. So, but you know, I'm not going to turn my nose up at S35. I like it really well. It's got a, you know, high chromium content. It's good, non-corrosive. It holds an edge well, and I just, you know, so I'm good. And I'm definitely good with that price. Okay, that makes it affordable and makes it really, you know, you got a $350 knife. You gonna go bouncing around? Nah. But it at $1.35, I can throw this in my pocket and I'm not gonna cry. You know, when I get a scuff mark or something on it, then I can truly just have this as a, you know, a user, carry around user, which is nice. Okay, so let's took it apart and see what we can see. Okay, we're gonna start from the back because we ain't gonna start from the front, are we? Nope. But we obviously have a captured pivot because it stopped very suddenly when it started rotating with this side. It's like, nope, I ain't going with you. Okay, yeah, there. So that was, it had a little bit of resistance there. Now let me see if, no, we got number 6s. Okay. Okay. Yes, we do. And there's one right there. Now, what do we got on these boys? Oh, I don't, are these? No. Okay, that was a number 6, but these are number 8s. Okay, that was interesting. Why did we do that? And I'm sure they have a reason. And the both of these, because I looked at these earlier thinking those are number 8s, and that's why I was kind of thinking that one up front was too, but it wasn't. And what was that trying to engage there? Okay, but this is coming off the front. Okay, so there's what this looks like inside, and it's weight reduced, isn't it? All right. Okay. Now, what else we got? Let's get these over here. That little dog there came from up front. And, oh, okay, so we got this little casing surrounding the button lock. Okay, I get you. And let me see. Okay, well, we're throwing bearings out already. Okay, so this is here, and this has got a little raised area right there on this, okay? And then we just threw the bearings that are little ceramics, okay? And all the rest. And there's the ceramics, and there's your little spring, bing, bing, bing. Knock it out. This, other set of bearings, spring that went in here. At least you're backing yourself up with titanium. on that spring. So you've got this hardened steel casing in here, and yeah, there's for your captured pivot. There's a squared off area there, which means that, yeah, you're captured. Yeah, your pivot. Yeah, okay, so we got that all cool, and then there's our button. Bing, bang, boom, and nothing surprising about that. So basically blade, scales, and then an inner protective frame, which is, this is the back side, come to think of it. This is the front side. But yeah, just this little deal here to reinforce this, which I can't pick up off this. Oh man, you're making it tough on me. Okay, so there's that. Yeah, I mean, not overly difficult. There's your disassembly. Okay, Snowflake. It's holiday season, or at least when I'm doing this, it's holiday season. But the Snowflake, the XL Snowflakes XL, the original, one and only, of course. Yeah, very fidget friendly, user friendly, definitely inexpensive. I don't know where else we need to go with this. You know, so this would just come down to, you know, if you're an enthusiast and you like Kizer knives and stuff, is this a design that you find attractive? Do you like this crazy effect they've done? And is it appealing in that regard? Seems all right to me. I think it's a nice little package, easy to carry. And even though it says XL, it's really just barely full-size EDC for me. So that's just great. Take care. I got links there, and also make sure you look down below for Kizer. You know, at this time of the year, they're doing a bunch of holiday stuff. So all that information will be down below. And we love those knives. You guys stay sharp.